Every time I hear the PNP talk about this country's finance and what they are going to do with this country financially, I get scared. Because there's no way you can have a parliamentarian out here making these outlandish promises that, if not implemented properly, can destroy this nation. Blueprint family, are some serious things attack over the PNP side. Some destructive things. So in this video, we're going to analyze the recent financial promise of the PNP, and we'll see if it is a viable and tangible promise. If this is something that you are currently interested in, sit back, relax as we get into the video right now. Sufferation is a level that no man should ascend to. Blueprinters, when you understand and experience sufferation, it's a place that you don't want to venture again. And you take every measures to try and not reach that level again. So when you see fools dangling sufferation over your head, it tends to reignite past traumas. And why am I saying this? It's because I see the opposition leader last night in the country where he made another one of his outlandish promise, putting ideas in the mind of the Jamaican people that the country doesn't run on taxes, that the country run on water, air, and wishful thinking. Blueprinters, I want you to listen to this video, and we'll come back and discuss the madness that the opposition has presented to the Jamaican people.
So that person who currently pay tax at 25%, if they're earning up to $3.5 million a year, they will be paying tax at 0% under the next PNP government. We will be raising the threshold to give them a tax-free income.
You hear that, Blueprinters? You hear that? Mr. Golding is proposing that he's going to move the income tax threshold to 3.5. Yes, a glorious 3.5. It sounds good to a lot of Jamaican, but it's funny to me. You know why it's funny to me? Because this is the same man that when the JLP said they were going to move the income tax to 1.5, this man was the man that fought it, that told the Jamaican people that if the JLP do this, Jamaican economy would get mash up, that the country would mash up. Now this is the man that is out here saying that if he get the chance to form the next government, he's going to move the income tax threshold to 3.5. But I don't expect any better. This man is a known flip-flop master. And this man have been playing and manipulating the people with the income tax threshold. And well-thinking Jamaicans see it. Because this is the man that told us he would put it at 2.1. Then he told us that he would put it at 3 million. Now he's telling us that he's going to put it at 3.5. So Mr. Golding, what is the real figure? This man is all over the place. These are not ideas. These are wishful thinking presented to the people to lure them in. It's a trap. It's a trap. This is not a plan. This is a trap. This man is out here selling sweet lies to the Jamaican people's ears to get power. And me alone have this problem with him, you know. A lot of Jamaican people have this problem with him. Even Nigel Clark, before he left office as our finance minister, had this problem with him. Guys, if you don't believe me, check out this video.
In May 2023, the leader of the opposition declared that Jamaica's income tax threshold should be increased by 40% to 2.1 million. No numbers, no analysis, no costing. 4 months later, in September 2023, 4 months later, he changes his mind, flip-flop again, calling instead for a 100% increase in the income tax threshold. Again, no numbers, no analysis, no costing. Them just a wing it, Madam Speaker, unprincipled positions, shifting in the wind, flip-flop, flip-flop. The whole country waited to hear how Mr. Golding would finance this. Commentators were public with their expectation that Mr. Golding would outline how he would finance the doubling of the threshold. Headlines of the newspapers and the media houses, commentators, government, Golding must outline 3 million income tax threshold plan in budget presentation. And commentators specifically, who are named and I won't name here, called for that. High expectations for Golding's speech. Why? Because everybody wants to hear how he proposed to finance it. And then even the junior spokesperson on finance, Madam Speaker, came on radio and said that the leader of the opposition would outline his funding proposal in the contribution to the budget debate. So again, he has made one of his own lose credibility. But who's going to believe him again? Madam Speaker, that is what happens when you have an opposition that makes a habit of unprincipled positions. The expectations of them will always lead to disappointment. Because, Madam Speaker, when I explained that this move would cost nearly over $45 billion, all you could hear was silence. Mouth zip. Not a peep. The opposition leader spoke for 2 hours and not one word about how he would fund an increase in the income tax threshold that cost over $45 billion. It seems to be the case, Madam Speaker, it seemed to me and to a reasonable person that this was a cynical ploy to get the attention of Jamaicans without any idea about how to sustainably finance it. They did not even know the cost.
Exactly, Mr. Clark. Exactly. This is what the opposition have been doing. Throwing random figures out there and hoping one of them stick in the minds of the Jamaican people. And then they can take that figure and ride it forward all the way to seize power. And when you look at them and ask them, how are you going to fund this? The room gets silent. Or them give a little go round talk and tell us, oh, the same way how the JLP do it, or the same way how we are going to do it. While on the back burner, telling the people of Jamaica that they will not continue anything that the JLP have done. And Blueprint family, this is why I seriously believe that finance wasn't a part of the PNP's manifesto. And this is why the shadow minister of finance is so silent. Because if they were to outline to the Jamaican people how they are going to fund this, they would never get the chance to form the next government. They know this. They know it. And this is why from this election start, it's a cloak and dagger settings with them. Everything is a big secret. Them now reveal them secret. Asking the Jamaican people to trust them. A party that we know that has never run Jamaica well is asking us to trust them. And me see a lot of public sector worker I jump up, yay! Like a the best thing them hear since sliced bread. Not knowing that if this idea is not implemented properly, can have serious repercussions to Jamaica. That them and them children are gonna feel it. Because the last time I checked, income tax is one of the key tax pillars that grows a country and sustain a country's economy. So a government have to be very careful when raising the income tax threshold, because Jamaica and Jamaicans depend on this money. Because this money is the money that pay everybody in the public sector. This money is what developed the country, that build roads, that upgrade police station, upgrade clinic, buy hospital bed, etc. All across the board, that income tax money do them thing there. So when you have a government or a politician telling you that they are going to raise the income tax without any explanation of how they are going to get that money back to put it back in the Jamaican economy, it sends an alarm. Because there's no free lunches out here, people. And we all know how the PMP operate. Them are going to raise up everything else because that money have to come from somewhere. It's always a right and a left hand settings with the PNP. Give you with one hand, take it back with the next. Them coming like some Digicel and Flow commercials. That them tell you this big outlandish promises, and at the end of that promise, you hear conditions apply. And they will not tell you what that condition is until them gain power, until they're in that parliamentary seat. Then you start hear all kind of condition that you didn't know you signed up for when you vote for them. People will have to be careful. Them people here are run general tactics upon the Jamaican people. And this is why I respect the JLP. Because with the JLP, you know what you are getting. There is always a high level of transparency. But hey, the JLP party are the party that people call corrupt. Alright, Blueprinters, we'll come to the ending of another video. If you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Destroy the like button. Also, if you're a new viewer here, subscribe and turn post notification on to get notified anytime I drop a new video. Also, share the video with friends and family so they too can become a part of the Blueprint movement. To my new viewers here, we as Blueprinters will live by 3 rules. Those 3 rules are: keep grinding, keep hustling, and remember, success is in the blueprint. See you later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week.